Okay, so got the Neo 29 fired up, inserted 4 carts, turned it on, and no problems whatsoever. So that's awesome. It's functioning perfectly. It sounds great. The monitor is crisp and bright, and I guess the one little issue I had when I turned it on was there were several little marks of discoloration in the screen and little purple areas. So a nice feature with this cabinet and many other Japanese candy cabs as well. What you can do is just open up the coin mech here, and behind it there's your service button, test switch, and degauss button. And yeah, you just hold that degauss button down for a little bit, and it will remove all of those imperfections in the screen. So you don't have to have a separate degauss unit or anything. It's pretty nice. And yeah, well, there's the test menu, so you can alter various settings with the game. The service menu inserts your credits, and actually with this coin mech here and this slot up here, you can insert 100 yen coins. And yeah, being that I spent quite a bit of time in Japan, I've still got plenty of 100 yen coins. So cool little authentic way you can play it that way. But yeah, I mean, what I ended up doing, I don't want to be constantly in there hitting the service button. So like for anyone who knows about the MVS motherboards, you can just turn on dip switch 7, I believe, and that'll set it to free play. So then, all you gotta do is just hit your 1-player or 2-player start, and you're good to go, ready to play. Yeah, I've got it just situated against the wall here next to this Sony 32-inch CRT, which is currently where the Vega Junior Super Gun resides. So it's kind of like a cool little arcade corner. I like it a lot. And I'll just show you a little bit. Here's the side with the really nice graphics, but those are really cool. But from the back of it here to the front, it's about 35 inches in width. And the control panel, the front of it, or depth rather, and then the width is I read about like 29, but when I measured it, it was more like 28. This doorway is about 29.2, so it was a tight fit, but it didn't touch the edges of the doorway at all. It just fit right through, no problems there. So that was good, because I was a little worried that maybe it might not fit. But yeah, here's the 27-inch Sony CRT you see me filming the SNES gameplays on, and this little guy right here is what I do the US Genesis and Japanese Mega Drive games on. So I'll try to get those back in this space here. And what I might end up having to do is this little shelf just houses boxed SNES, Super Famicom, N64, Jaguar, and US Genesis games. So might have to end up moving this just kind of over here between this shelf and this TV, but we'll see. Get it all looking nice. We'll have like TVs, all along every single wall, and kind of 2 arcade machines, so it'll look pretty cool. And there's a really cool graphic under the where the mini marquees would go, and there you see the area to insert the key to open that up. And since I've never owned one of these, I'm assuming that you have to also, since it won't open up with the key right away, I'm guessing you have to just unscrew all of these screws here, and then you can open it up. But if anyone could verify that, that'd be cool. I'll turn off the lights and let you see some of the demos so you don't get any glare. Here's World Heroes 2, the free cart that came with the system. Pretty nice. I always really enjoyed the bright, vivid colors on the World Heroes games. They're pretty cool.
World Heroes
2. Yeah, you just hit the select button to switch between the various carts. Operation Ragnarok. Just this game is just awesome. At least in my collection of shoot 'em ups on various consoles and systems, this is probably my favorite one of all time, at least that I own. Some of my favorite music in any game ever, really. Yeah, I think this monitor is I think they're about like 29 inches, and about like 27 and a half is actually viewable, so it's a really nice big screen that you're like right in front of. It's a great gaming experience. You gotta love Uncle Beard. Yeah, here's Metal Slug X. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos when I first got my my first consoleized MVS unit about 3 years ago. The first carts I went out and purchased were Metal Slug 1, 2, X, and 3. And then months later, I ended up winning an auction online for a lot of about 7 MVS carts. And this one was actually one of those, so yeah, I've got a duplicate. It's the only game in my MVS collection for which that's the case, but that's okay, because it's a really awesome game, one of my favorite games on the system. And finally, here's Metal Slug 5. I feel like this one doesn't get a whole lot of credit. Obviously 4 and 5, they don't quite stack up in comparison to 1, 2, X, and 3. Those are the best versions of Metal Slug, but I like this one a whole lot more than 4. I really like this like half mobile suit mech slug that they added. You can see him hover right there. It's a cool feature. And he has a big spike arm and then the machine gun as well. A lot of fun to control that thing. Yeah, anyway, so here's World Heroes 2, Operation Ragnarok, Metal Slug X, and finally Metal Slug 5. And I've got about like, I think 34 MVS carts, so, you know, now with the 4 slots in here, my consoleized 2 slot and my consoleized 1 slot, can have quite a few of them running at the same time. But anyway, just a look at the machine. Thank God it wasn't damaged in transit at all. It just fired it right up and it worked perfectly. So I'm just totally psyched about that. I know I've mentioned it several times, but yeah, this thing is so much fun. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll talk to you later.